Green space, dark skies, journeys into the landscape. Barton Broad, Broads National Park. Wednesday the 15th of June 2022. An extraordinary regatta at dusk on the Norfolk Broads. Local community groups and traditional sailing vessels came together with the Nancy Oldfield Trust, which creates access for disabled people to enjoy time on the water at Barton Broad. People wearing life jackets aboard a sailboat.
What was it? That face.
Sailboats float on calm water.
That face the airman saw one dawn flight at the height of war. Solemn in the water's glass far below, framed by reed and alder cars. Wreathed in mist at first light.
Green and red lights glow on the boat decks.
Was its mouth the wake an otter cut? Did perch and pike break surface and make the round pupils of its sight? Did a wind from the south stipple and lap and lace little waves into the sleek oval of its face?
Lights shine on the back of a sailboat. Two people pedal a boat across the water.
Did these things meet in that split moment, seen by those airmen from their cockpits in dawn lights of 1916?
A black dog stands at the front of a canoe as two people gently paddle.
Or was it the face of an old god? Of death and birth, of mud and bud and wood, of sap and bone and blood, keeping its long measure of the night and the waxing light.
A line of people on a long boat raise lights aloft their heads.
Was it already in the sodden ground? When diggers came with long spades and found the peat? Did it flinch when they cut skin to bone and took the black gold of its flesh to heat 10,000 homes? Did it bask in the glory years, when each thought was water crystal clear and countless eels writhed in its deeps? And stickleback, rudd, tench, darted, raced, and with a consciousness behind its face. When bittern, heron, goose, kingfisher and swan were its shifting mood, its speech and song, where did it go, that face? In the dark days, when toxic seep took hold, and algae clouded every thought, and life irrepressible grew weary and old, and the eels disappeared.
People row canoes with lights attached to their backs.
Can we see it again?
A sail glows green in the evening light.
Today, as the waters clear, and the old denizens of Broad and Fen cautiously come close again.
Purple, orange and yellow lights reflect in the rippling water.
And where will it be? If glaciers melt and seas rise, and salt streams overwhelm the fresh, and sand is carried by the tide, and all this green and tender land is melted into estuary.
People on a long boat hold blue lights. Boats of all sizes glow with coloured lights.
But let's not talk of what has been, what's yet to come.
A floating buoy glows red in the darkness.
Look again. Now. The Broad is always now, and its face as ancient and young as skull and bone beneath your skin. Was the face the airman saw that time their own?
People sway their blue lights side to side.
Lean over.
A golden moon hangs in the night sky.
Look down. is it yours and mine?
A caption, thank you to the many Luminators who took part in the making of this film. Participating groups, Participation Coordinator Jess Kroll-Knight, Nancy Oldfield Trust, Feathers Futures and Genevieve Rudd, Gyros, Great Yarmouth Refugee Outreach and Support, Herring House Trust, with support thanks to participating kayakers and canoeists, Emma Davey, Rooted in Nature CIC. Creative team, creative producer and director John Wassell, producers Jill Bennison, Nick Clark, lighting design Chris Squire, Impossible Arts, writer Hugh Lupton, music director Oliver Payne, musical keys, live music Tangential, Chris Dowding, George McKay, Jake Lay, The Happy Couple, David Ross, Judith Goodman, recorded music Lula York with field recordings by Oliver Payne, Chris Dowding, David Ross, Stepping Stones Ensemble, production, site manager Helen Tully, Geolight install team Giles Thaxton, Simon Metcalf, Tim Carter, Andy Curry, Daniel Gregory, David Lakshmanasamy, stage managers Nancy Barrett, Kate Thompson, Dave Danzig and Manny Medlicott, Grand Theatre of Lemmings, show caller Catherine Downs, thanks to Anna Brooks Taylor, Commodores, Skippers and Sailors, Health and Safety Manager Mark Elson, Nancy Oldfield Trust, Dave Barber, Neil Belson, Stephen Bradnock, Anna Carey, Paul Charish, Mike Church, Lol Clarkson, Ted Coates, Vanessa Comer, Alison Cooper, Jack Fawcett, Andrew Gallant, Clive Gardner, Becky Glossop, Emily Greaves, Charles Hare Winton, Gary Holmes, Trisha Hudson, Hilary James, Arthur Newton, Jen Peck, John Shirley, Mark Spurgeon, Ros Wilson, Simon Wilson, John Wood, Hunter's Yard, Bob Etherton, Mike Jones, Sally Jones, Ben Pugh, David Pugh, Joe Schofield, Norfolk Punt Club, Aaron Mayle, Wherry Yacht Charter, Peter Bauer, Andrew Scull, ferry boat drivers, Kira Mason, James Tully, Technical, Siemens, Core Lighting, DBN Ordile, Film Production, Producer, CC Lab, Film Director, Jason Mbala, Drone Footage, Aerial Works.